All right, we'll call to order the meeting of the Fayetteville Library Board of Trustees meeting at 7:18 p.m. First item is roll call. All right, Aaron Harrigan.
Here.
May Bayer.
Here.
Stephanie Rosari.
Here.
John Capasso, not in attendance. Peter Wilner, also not in attendance. So with 4, we have quorum. All right, there appears to be no public comment in the room. Is there any online? Also appears to be none. So with that, we will move into the approval of minutes from the June meeting. Hopefully everyone has had a chance to review. Are there any edits or amendments to the meeting notes? Yes, Steph.
Very last bit where it indicates that today's meeting is starting at 6 p.m. I just wanted to make sure it ties to our agenda for today. It needs to say 7 p.m. please.
Yes.
July 14th, 7 p.m.
Was it 7:15 scheduled?
We had it scheduled for 7 p.m.
7.
Any other edits?
Which one? Which one?
The meeting notes? Or, yeah,
Got it.
last month's meeting notes.
Got it.
You never want to start a meeting early, but it's okay to start.
Sounds good. I don't know why, I haven't seen that.
Ever need to know the rules for anything. Holy call me.
I've sadly become.
Yes. Yet another thing that's got brings to the table. All right, with that, do we have a motion to approve?
I move that the Library Board of Trustees approve the meeting minutes from the June meeting.
Do we have a second?
I have a second.
All in favor? So moved. With that, we'll move into the chairman's report, at which point I have already spoken enough. Just to say that it is my final year, and I'm looking forward to all we're going to achieve in this year. So, with that, I'll hand it over to for library updates. Over to Scott.
To save time, I will not be giving a verbal report. If you've looked over the report and you have any questions, we're happy to answer.
All right. Any questions with anything that has been in the report? Scott mentioned that we are on, so that's great. We've got quite a bit to get through. So with that, we'll go into policy review. So as noted in the packet, we will be discussing the service to minors in our next meeting, which will be in September. In the interim, we have, we'll get some feedback from the staff on that, understanding what their recommendations are. We've obviously heard the public comment on that, but we'll discuss further at that time. Additionally, our collection policy, there were changes that came through, what was it, state level, right? Yeah, state level, such that just needs another review. So we will also table that until September. With that, we'll go into our, our committee and liaison reports. First being the fundraising committee.
Nothing to report. I just wanted to question. We thought that in September would be a good opportunity for discussion about the framework and the future of the fundraising committee, but I'm wondering if we should push that to a month later, given these big policies that need to be discussed.
I would say there's going to be quite a bit to discuss in September, so we should probably look to have that in October rather than. If we want to if there's anything you want to preview for just thinking, by all means.
Okay.
But
Sorry. I was just going to say if there are things that we want to accomplish before the discussion, like if we want to reach out to the before, that gives us a little more time.
yeah.
And I also understand that if we put all of the board members on an email, then that constitutes a meeting. So if there's anything that, I know we're not in the habit of doing that generally on this board, but I don't think there's anything critical or urgent, but we sort of reserve the right to use that, I guess.
Yes, I would say if possible, let's keep it to the meeting.
Yep.
Otherwise, give me a call if there's a reason that we need to
Yeah, okay.
put something together.
I can't imagine there will be, of
Okay.
course, now that I've said that. Okay, thank you, that's it.
Right. Next is the building committee. So one thing just to note with regards to this, Scott and I were having discussion. While we've been pretty slow with regards to the building committee and reports like this, we'll get into it in a bit, but there is definitely an opportunity for us. It will continue, we're gonna maintain the building committee as a standing committee because over the next, well, we can become more and more relevant in the very near future. But nothing to report at the moment. I just realized Mike left.
I asked him, he said there's good stuff coming.
Cool. I'll just echo for the Friends of the Library update, his call out, September 14th, Food Truck Festival, for all that can attend, please do. There's always a big opportunity for us, so, but look forward to hearing more from Mike in our next meeting. With that, we can move into the treasurer's report. Aaron, I'll hand it over to you.
Yes, big update this month is that we finally have a special account open.
Woo!
Quite a few months of back and forth. Although if you log online, you cannot yet see it as it doesn't have any funds in it. Yes, Jan is receiving paper statements. So we just have it is open at Pinnacle. Actually, we should say Mercer. Yeah, it's open at Mercer. I do have the wire instructions, and I was just telling Jan, I think I'm just gonna go physically into First County Bank. When Jan gives me, which I believe is included in here, the balance, it'll just be easier to go over that, make sure that wire is all set to go over to, there's still Vanguard funds, but under the Mercer umbrella. So that's the big update for the month. So overall, the funds are over 11 million again, I should say again, recently. So it's about almost 8% up since the end of the year. That's a good news there.
Aaron, was the new account open in June or July, do you think?
June, I think we did the month of June.
Okay, then I think we have to report that to,
Actually, wait, hang on.
But
there's no money.
There's no
There's
funds.
no funds in it, so it's not funded yet.
okay.
Let me see, I haven't even this gentleman. On June 24th, he said, I'm pleased to inform you that your account is now open. So as of June 24th, we could have the funds in there.
June 24th, okay. But there was $0, so shouldn't have had any of the report. Scott, question for you.
Yes.
Do we need to vote on transferring the money from the Simco fund back into the, it's still ours?
I don't think we have to vote on the transfer.
No.
We have on an expenditure, how it's moved.
Yeah. How it is, I don't think so.
Yeah. Does that make sense to
Did
you?
did we technically vote to open the account?
We did.
We did, so as long as we, I think then,
Yeah, we've already authorized it.
yes.
So, yeah,
I don't think we have to
I think we should,
transfer the funds.
I think, Jan, when we can, if you would, just let us know what you need from us to have that, or Aaron.
Yeah, I think I'll have to initiate it.
Okay. Because it'll come out of First County. Yeah, I think we should move that.
Yeah.
Because it's currently just sitting in the money market.
Yep.
Which if we can move that into investment, then that is preferable. So that's good news.
Yes.
Fantastic. All right, with that, we'll move into reconciliations and check registry. Any questions or comments regarding anything on the registry or reconciliation? This is why you have a cookie right here to speak a lot. All right. Any questions, comments? Do we have a motion to approve?
I move that the Library Board of Trustees approve the June reconciliations and pending July checks.
Second.
May with a second. All in favor? All right, so moved. Oh, I just realized the tabbing on this created an additional item. The recommended motion shows as item 12. Yeah, just a formatting issue. Old business is the patio project. Scott, if you want to give some, just a little bit of context again, this is the construction of the patio outside. There's some updates, cost.
So we started with our,
Attention please, the library will be closing in 30 minutes. If you need a library card or special assistance, please come to the circulation desk now. Just a reminder, the Wi-Fi will shut down in 15 minutes at 7:45.
so if you remember last year, actually at this meeting last year, members of the RTM approached us and said, we have some extra ARPA money. Could the library use it? Can you come up with a project in like a month? So we did that, we got the money. The ARPA money was used for the work that's already been done, which was redoing all the papers. It's worked really well, we're doing our book sale out there this coming weekend. Then when they went to the table furniture was already purchased. This is heavy duty stuff that needs to be bolted into the ground. When James Ryan, the head of buildings for the town looked at it, said you can't put these into these papers. So we talked about it, his guys and I went out there, we walked through it, even the town electrician got involved, because we love those guys. And everybody kind of came to the same conclusion of, we need to build an additional kind of patio. And James is very picky, wants everything to match. He's like, we want to do patio where there's pavers around it, so it kind of matches the rest of the work. The problem with that is it's relatively expensive, but I think it's well worth doing. I just watched a family have like a picnic out there. I was like, how much nicer would it be if they had a table? So what it would do would literally be right outside this window. It would take a little bit of the green patch away, but we'd have 2 tables there situated that people could sit.
Are these the tables that you've already?
Yeah, we already purchased. They're sitting in the stairwell.
Because the one we had at Woods, we put right on the glass.
Yeah, no, these need to be like bolted in.
How many are there? Because they're separate?
2, yeah.
Yeah. So ours is all one piece.
And just to your point, Nancy, would it be more efficient to purchase different tables? It wouldn't require the work? Just asking out of curiosity.
No, it's a good question and we thought about it, but we really want, because we're right on the major thoroughfare, there's a lot of foot traffic. And we already experienced this in the building where people will move furniture.
Yeah.
Like the way people have moved furniture around have been like, wow, you're very comfortable here. Most libraries I've spoken with that have outside furniture like this, they say the bulk of the
Yeah.
stuff is really what you want.
Sounds
It's
good.
kind of best practice.
So my 2 cents on this is just, this is, when we think about what a lot of our purposes in terms of capital expenditure, this fits right with it. This will enhance the functionality of our library, so I see no reason why our board should not be funding this type of activity.
I agree, I always see families eating in the little vestibule, which works, but.
It works, but
Nicer.
outside seating would be great.
Is there any possibility of having more than 2? tables?
James Ryan will kill me. I would love to, but I don't want to test DPW too much. It's a great idea.
Just thinking of while we're, it seems like this is a pretty big additional project, so, is it, may as well squeeze everything we can out of it.
That's true.
All right. Do we have a motion to approve the expenditure?
I move that we allocate $25,000 toward the main library patio project to be taken from the trustee general fund.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? All right, so moved. That will be a very nice addition to the library.
You really go in.
They're hoping to get the work done like within a month.
That's
Well,
exciting.
that's fantastic.
Good.
Because I believe both quotes came from state or town contracts, so they don't have to do the bidding process. I might be wrong, if you're watching. You may have to go through the bidding process, but I don't think so.
Okay.
Good, well, the weather's still good this year.
All right. Now into new business, we do have, our first three items are the election of our executive slate. Totally forgot, Aaron, you still there with me in treasurer?
Yeah.
Super duper. May you still be secretary?
Yes.
Super duper. All right. I would like to nominate Aaron Harrigan for treasurer of the Fairfield Public Library's Board of Trustees.
Second.
All in favor? So moved. I would like to nominate May Bayer for secretary of the Fairfield Public Library's Board of Trustees.
Second.
All in favor? So moved.
I think you need to have a voice, because there's no video on here. Like raising hands is not getting recorded. Just say aye.
All right. All in favor? Aye. So moved unanimously. We'll go back to the treasurer nomination just so we can do a voice vote. I nominate Aaron Harrigan for treasurer of the Fairfield Public Library's Board of Trustees. Thank you. All in favor? Aye. So moved unanimously. And I will need someone else to make the chair nomination.
I, May Mayor, nominate Andrew Mineo for chair of the Fairfield Public Library Board of Trustees.
It's just me.
Second.
Sorry.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. So moved. We continue our executive slate. Thank you, Aaron and May, for your continued service to the board.
Thank you.
And Stephanie, just for being Stephanie. Welcome back.
I'm a big grown-up trustee now.
Yeah, it's a term all your own. All right. We'll now move into the mural project. This was sent out. Scott, did you bring me?
Well, I didn't.
Do you want me to go then?
Yeah, can you go get it?
So before we get into that, I do want to note the number in here is incorrect.
Okay.
The mural is not going to cost $116,000.
Oh my God, yes, it is not.
As
Where's it?
in the agenda.
Oh.
So I know. I know.
Oh, it's an old one. Nope, you corrected it. I pulled the one in the board packet. You got to make sure that the one on the
The packet
website.
needs to be fixed?
I pulled this from the website
Okay.
to make sure this is, make sure this it gets
Yeah, I
fixed
go
on the
through the
website.
packet the next day anyway to update it, so.
Is there anything else
Okay.
you wanted that would?
I'm working off of this, so yeah, I gotta make sure now that I'm like,
That must be a crazy mural.
well, actually, it's good, because this is what everyone's seeing if they look into this. But yes, we will need to adjust the agenda
Yeah, the one I grabbed out of the folder. it
to
has
reflect. Yeah, you put that in there, that's our drawdown. 'Cause just for context, this is a mural that is planned to go into the stairwell up to the second floor. We do have fund, the Lurchin Fund. Lurchin Family Fund, which is assigned specifically to children's. This is, the plan is to use the expenditure from the Lurchin Fund. They actually were the ones that approached the library about having the mural added. So they are aligned with this as well. So with this, Scott will share some of the drawings.
Right here.
This is really what the majority of the mural will look like. I'm probably in the owl.
I'd like to point out that they did adjust the drawing of the fox to match our mascot.
So then,
Who's doing that? I do love the very nostalgic painting of the stars.
Mary Jo Scott is a children's book author and illustrator. She's had several books published. And she worked in the children's department before COVID. She's done several programs on children's reporting and various things like that.
so this will actually go in the half wall area. And then, so it'll be water, and then it'll be the scene. And she's used all native flora and animals in this. So definitely has an educational piece to it as well.
Yes.
And she's a local library. Weekly.
She's great. And this will be a great project.
How does it work with these lights? Just goes around with them?
Yeah, it'll just go, let me see. It'll just go,
Just nothing has to be moved. Like,
no, nothing will need to be moved.
Yeah, so as mentioned, this is something the Lurchin family is aligned with as usage of funds that supports children's and the children's usage of the library. Are there any questions? Actually, Scott, I forgot to ask, I just thought, are we going to place that list of local flora
I
and
think
fauna?
she said she's gonna do.
I think that would be a great addition.
Okay.
Just to have,
As an
to
education.
show, yeah, exactly. It's on the website.
In the agenda.
I pulled the packet from the website.
The agenda memo has it right. The agenda
The
itself.
agenda that Jan printed out is right. What's on the website
is right.
is wrong.
Wow, because we didn't have that number until, it'll be in the number Friday, maybe I snuck it in Friday before I left. And just put it in the basket.
60,000?
Yeah. It's 116.
It's on the website, just, we'll get it adjusted. 'Cause we are- Whatever, the motion's not gonna be for 116.
Well, that's the proposed motion, so of course the recommended motion.
Yes.
I see, well,
I do not recommend making that
it's
transfer.
drawdown. down.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
yeah, there was probably some update of it.
Probably printed the agendas before that, or if you.
Probably after, or
I don't know, yeah.
whatever, all good, just noted to adjust on the website.
Are the donors recognized?
Yes, they will be.
Are they still living? Is there
It's his mother, so the son is the one who we've worked with to create the fund.
She, Mrs. Norton, worked in the library.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
What are we
The
doing?
children's department.
Oh, will we do a little ceremony or something? Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, once.
Oh, yeah,
once
too,
completed,
yeah,
we'll do it.
There's a party to throw.
Stephanie, come on.
I think we'll be very happy.
Thank you.
Come on.
We used to use that space for posting things on children's summer reading, but we wrecked the walls every year, and then PW was like.
So now we use the windows.
So this would be nice to really decorate that space in a professional way.
Fantastic.
When is it planning to be done?
That's what we have to figure out next.
Great.
We have to work with DPW to get the base paint out. And then after that happens, then it will be a clean canvas for our beginning.
Fantastic.
How long does she think it will take?
Oh gosh, she gave me the hours, I can't remember them off the top of my head, but it's probably gonna be, her goal is to do them on Sundays.
That makes sense.
So it'll be probably a few weeks, 3 or 4 weeks. Yeah, I should have written down the amount of hours, but I don't remember. But it'll definitely be something that's grow.
Great. Any other questions with regards to the mural project? Do we have a motion to approve?
I, Stephanie Borsari, make the motion to allocate $11,000 toward the main library mural project using money from the Lurchin Family Fund.
A second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So moved unanimously. We look forward to seeing the mural progress. We can hopefully have updates in our next meeting in September.
15 minutes. Please check out all material now.
All right, next item of business is the utility, the wrap for the utility box. Similarly, it's a beautification of our library, making it more welcoming to library patrons of all ages. Scott, anything else you want to add?
This was an idea brought to us by Economic Development, who is probably one of our best partners in the town. We're really lucky to have an economic development department that really cares about the library, and I was thinking of how they can involve us, and they really appreciate us. So it's funny, you'll see at the green, and I was looking at it at the green going, wow, they did a really cool job on that box. I wish they would do ours. And then like a couple days later, Mark calls me up and said, oh, here's the thing. Perfect. He's like, your utility box. I'm like, oh my God, you want to do a wrap? He's like, yes. I'm like, this is perfect. So it ties in really well with, you can't really see it from the street, but that story walk, thanks to the children's stuff, is incredibly well used. And then also that's where people eat their lunches, who work next door. So the story walk area, which was really made gorgeous by DPW and the Garden Club, I think this will really enhance that as well. So, it's a great project. I mean, we're basically paying nothing to get it done.
Yeah, minimal spend for will be very lovely wrap. Do we have a motion?
I, Stephanie Borsari, make the motion to allocate $500 toward the main library utility box wrapping to be taken from the trustee general fund.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. So moved unanimously. All right, with that, we'll move into the trustee budget. So as we did last year, when we passed a budget for this board for the first time in my time on the board, we now have a budget for this fiscal year. Want to just call out a couple things with regards to the budget. Where the heck did mine go? So on the front is some of the actuals that we've come across in here. With regards to Friends support, because it's passed through, it is offsetting. We do have some unspent funds from our current budget that we will be carrying over into this year's budget. So with regards to the fiscal 26 budget, Aaron, thank you for passing along the drawdown. So that is what is it? 2%?
Yep, 2%.
2% rolling 12 quarters, which is 116,000. Very, very round for some reason. Plus the 61,000, plus the OBOT support from the Friends program support, Friends Museum Pass. We're looking at 249,000 in income for the fiscal, and then we have our different line items, which are around board administrative, staff development, things of that nature, or, these things, dues, professional development. We've done this with some better costs, where I think this is one of the benefits of our budget. But moving forward is we continue to refine, understand how much needs to be assigned for these. Strategic plan, which we have already begun, do have some carryover spend. Part of that 61,000 is some that is still outstanding for Marine, so we have that in there still. Our Woods Branch project, which will include the RFP for architect, things like that. So we do have significant chunk assigned for that. And then facilities and furniture, the 40,000 in here, that is the 25K for the patio is included as part of this. That would be a budget, that number would be against this budget. We also have a couple others with regards to the wrap, the children's castle, and then other general, repairs and replacement to library furniture. And then at the bottom, we did call out specific things with regards to the Lurchin Family Fund for the mural, and the Simcoe Estate is a planned drawdown of roughly 5% for visually impaired patrons of the library. So while not, because the Simcoe Estate will be transferring it over to the investment fund, we can authorize more if we need to, but this does say we will be utilizing it, and the board authorizes that spend for this year. Are there any questions with regards to any of these line items, anything that anyone thinks is missing from this? We obviously can, over the course of the year, revise as necessary. We can we'll look back on this. We've done it a couple times this past year. Potentially look at somewhat of a quarterly or at least twice a year review where our progress towards the budget. So I'll open the floor for any questions, comments.
I'll just say that the Friends have not passed their budget yet, so those numbers could change, but
Yes.
since it's passed through, it'll always balance.
Correct, they're offsetting, so as it relates to overall expenditure from the board, they will, just as they did this year for OBOT, where it came in under, but then the funding also came in under, so we still were balanced.
I guess I would just encourage, where possible, that the library staff utilize those professional development funds. I know it's time. I'm sure there's no lack of desire for ongoing education. That's a lot of money to leave. I'd just love to see you guys use it.
That's what we call it. That was a, underspend as well.
For the facilities and furniture, are there specific anticipated furniture replacement needs, or the castle, is that a planned repair this year?
So, there are no, other than like the patio, the rat, and the castle, there are no outstanding things we need to replace, but we might hit September and realize that we have to replace a couple tables. So, it's always good to leave a little bit of a cushion.
Yes.
For repairs.
Which we had 15,000 this year. So if we think about outside of the
Is it patio?
the patio,
Makes sense.
yeah.
Sounds good. The castle, is that being replaced?
No, it needs, some updating. So, probably the costs, we've sent the work order over to DPW. They're probably gonna handle a significant amount of that work. What we might have to have is the muralist come back and touch up the mural. She's not cheap, understandably, and I wish she paid.
Yeah.
So that's what we're really projecting the costs.
Yeah, it gives us, I mean, we have in the past gotten to a point where we had to do things wholesale. This gives us the flexibility to address any issues with the furniture as necessary. And then obviously the Woods Branch project is also projected, final cost on that, but this allows us to set aside dollars for that. Aaron, anything from your perspective when looking at past years versus what we're seeing right now? Seeing as you are treasurer.
Maybe so.
All right. If there are no additional questions or comments, we have a motion.
I'll make the motion to pass the trustee budget as presented at the amount of,
231.
thank you, $231,800 for the fiscal year 2026. Thank you.
I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So moved unanimously. Once again, we've passed a budget. And yes, we'll continue, I think, now that it is passed. Just a couple things to mention against that is it does also approve the transfer, the drawdown. We do not have to take that drawdown at the moment. We take it when we need it. So, but we will be drawing those funds at some point from our investments in order to support this bill. And then final item of business within new business is the Woods RFP. Sorry, Scott, do you mind just speaking a little bit as
It's just, so we worked with, we're kind of following the language and ideas that are in the proposed changes to the charter, which makes it, before we kind of did things without the town, and this administration is really pretty clear. They want us to kind of, when it comes to large building projects, to kind of go through them. So this is kind of a step in that direction. They're much better at running RFPs. Peru over in purchasing is fantastic to work with. She was great during the ILS project, so she's gone through, she's created an RFP. They'll put the RFP out there. That's the beginning of the process, and we'll see how much things may progress. And
before they put the RFP out, is it possible for us to be distributed to the board?
yeah, it's not in the packet.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did I miss it?
Yeah.
Oh. Wait. I may have missed it in my pack. I don't think I got one. No, I didn't get one. Okay, good. Sorry.
I just have a question about it.
Yeah.
On page 2, it might just be a typo, unless it's something that we are aiming to do. Underneath the project overview and the project background, it's talking about the new strategic framework adopted, past tense, by the Board of Trustees in April 2026. So it didn't seem like forecasting, considering that the due dates are all now. I wasn't sure what that was meant to be, unless it was 2025.
I don't know where they are to 2026. So I will make sure to bring that up before it goes out. I will be, I would do just the new strategic framework,
Yeah.
not with the which they're adopted.
Oh, completely over
Could you drop the word name?
Yeah.
It's just the strategic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yes. Oh, I have the budget stuff. No, it is exciting, and look forward to, so I guess in the selection of the, Scott, the selection of the vendor, that selection will be run by the town.
But there should be a board member or two on the committee. You all are paying for this.
Yes.
So,
So please ensure that it would be one of the, it should be somebody on the building committee, which would be myself, Aaron, and John. I would especially recommend John to be on the committee, but where necessary, additional one. But yeah, just make sure that if you get communication on it, please do keep us
yeah,
informed.
and then if it's anything like the ILS, we will see everything. We will basically get a copy of every
Good.
response.
Good. Just want to make sure that we're,
I gotta look at RFP reviews if they need to be in a public meeting or not. I don't think they do because it's a contractual relationship, but that's a good question.
May I have your attention, please? The library is now closed. The library
any other questions with regards to the RFP?
9 to 8.
Well, with that, we've reached the end of our agenda. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
You would.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. So moved. The meeting is adjourned at 8:01 PM. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your July and August, and we will see you in September.